Hey everyone, Kalikes here, and today I'm going to be doing my own Bedwars kit tier list. Keep in mind, this is my own opinion, and I'll be changing it every time a kit gets added or changed. Anyways, let's just get started. So the first kit is Airy Kit, and I think Airy is just a really solid kit. That's why I'm just going to put it in the S plus tier. I did get 200 plus kills on one game, so yeah, I just think it's a really good kit. Archer Kit is also a really good kit, but I just don't think it's as good as Airy Kit. So I'm just going to put it in the S tier. It's still really good. Your bow can still do a ton of damage, but I just don't think it's as good as Airy. So next is the Aries kit. I also think this is a really good kit, but also not as good as Archer. And I'm just going to put it right behind Archer because, yeah, I think Archer is still slightly better. Next is Axolotl Amy. Axolotl Amy is one of the best late game kits because you can get basically unlimited health from your health regen Axolotl. So I'll be putting it in the S plus tier with Airy. Next is Baker Kit. I think Baker Kit is also a really good kit. You can spam a lot of healing apples to not die. And those speed pies are really useful now that potions are gone. So I'm just going to put Baker in between Archer and Aries because I just feel like it belongs there in the S tier. Now Barbarian. Barbarian used to be one of the best kits, but now all the meta is Airy. So I'll just put Barbarian next to Axolotl Amy because, yeah, Airy is a lot better substitute for Barbarian. Beekeeper. I feel like Beekeeper is not that good of a kit right now because people can break your beehive really easily. So I'm just going to put Beekeeper in the A tier. Next is Bounty Hunter. I don't think Bounty Hunter is that good. It only works in solos and duels and maybe Sky Wars. So I'm just going to put in the B tier. Builder. Okay, Builder is a pretty good kit. Got a good buff. But honestly, your bed defense isn't that important. I'm just going to put it next to Beekeeper right here because, yeah, your bed defense isn't that important, and it's also a defensive kit. Farmer Cletus. This kit is actually just pretty bad now. Okay, it's way too expensive for crops, so I'm just gonna put it in the B tier. Still not one of the worst kits though. So yeah. Elder Tree. Okay, if you use Elder Tree, you're just gonna get bow spammed every day. I'm putting in C tier. I hate Elder Trees. Fisherman. Okay, Fisherman is really similar to Beekeeper. I'd say slightly worse because Beekeeper, if you're good at it, you can actually get a ton of emeralds, while Fisherman is just luck-based. Freya Kit. Freya Kit is actually a really good kit, but I don't think it's that useful because you can't buy an emerald sword. That's why I'm putting it in an A tier. Frosty. I think Frosty is just one of the best kits in the game. It is super overpowered. Your snowballs can shoot TNT away, and they do 5 damage and slow. So I'm definitely going to put Frosty right in the S plus tier. Gingerbread Man. Okay, also another basically useless kit. The jump pads basically don't do anything, and you only get basically 10 health from it. It's not the worst kit in the game, so I'm going to put it at the end of the B tier, but it's pretty bad. Gompy. Okay, Gompy is just terrible. I'm putting it in the C tier. Everyone knows why Gompy is terrible. Grim Reaper. It's actually super overpowered because you can actually do a lot of team fights, and you can be invulnerable for a certain amount of time. So I'm going to put Grim Reaper in the S plus tier. Infernal Shielder, the only thing it's good for is if you're crossing a bridge when your bed's broken and you don't have balloons. But other than that, it's just basically pretty bad. So I'm going to put Infernal Shielder in the D tier. Jack Kit, the worst kit in the game. Completely useless unless you want to charge rage off your teammates or something. Jade, super good kit. Definitely putting it really high. I'm going to put it in S tier just because there's one better alternative for Jade that's going to go in S+. Lassie, also a really bad kit, but it's really high skill, so it's actually not that bad. I'm going to put it right below Elder Tree. If you're good with Lassie, you can get a good amount of kills. Melody, right now, everyone's playing Airy, so Melody is actually a really good combo with Airy. I'm going to put Melody right here, right after Bounty Hunter. Pirate Davy. Pirate Davy got a huge nerf after those cannons cost 30 iron now, just to shoot yourself, and half the time you anti-cheat back or shoot over or under, too far, too short. So I honestly don't think Pirate Davy is that good of a kit. I'm just going to put it right there next to Melody. Pyro. Okay, Pyro got a massive nerf. Okay, you can't shoot through walls now. That's the only purpose of Pyro. So I'm just going to put it in the B tier. And you die once with your embers, so you don't have your embers once you respawn. So that's why I'm putting Pyro in the B tier. Raven, it's a decent kit, but fire enchants all the meta. But if you have static enchant, Raven can actually be super annoying and super overpowered. So it has potential. I'm going to put it in front of Pyro in the B tier. Santa. Okay, why would you use Santa if you could just use Fireball? Santa is also a terrible kit. Smoke. Smoke is also a really bad kit unless you want to do the invisible glitch that I posted. So I'm just going to put it above Santa. Basically useless. Spirit Catcher, a really good kit actually. It's like basically Ares, but slightly worse because you can heal really quickly after. So I'm just going to put it right there. Now Trapper. Okay, Trapper is just terrible. You guys know why Trapper is terrible. Trinity. Trinity is actually a really good kit if you have the Void enchant, but other than that, you only get a tiny bit of lifesteal. I'd say it's still pretty good, so I'm going to put it right here because you can actually win fights, but other than that, it's not that useful. Vanessa. Vanessa is a decent kit, but I don't think it's S tier or S plus potential. I'm just going to put it next to Freya because those two are really good kits. Void Regen. Okay, this is basically Jade, but better. So I'm definitely going to put it in the S plus tier. It's going to go at the bottom because I still don't think it's that good. But yeah, Vulcan. Vulcan is actually a really good kit, but I also don't think it's that useful on offense. It's mostly a defensive kit, and I think Builder is slightly better, so I'm just going to put Vulcan right here. Warrior. Okay, Warrior, you basically don't get anything. It's just basically cheaper armor. So I'm going to put Warrior in front of Elder Tree right there. Wizard. Okay, Wizard, the only thing you need is the Fireball or whatever it's called, and you need that thing to slow. So it's not that good. I'm just going to put it right here, right behind Fisherman. Yeti. Okay, breaking beds is not that big of a problem because you can just use fireballs and stuff. So honestly, Yeti isn't that good of a kit. I'm going to put it next to Builder because one of them makes your bed defense stronger, one of them makes your bed defense weaker, or your enemy's bed defense weaker. So yeah, they're pretty similar. Now Yuzi. Yuzi kit, honestly, I'm not really sure. I'd put Yuzi right about here because Yuzi, honestly, it's not that good. You can always use Jade and Void Regen. But yeah, it's still a decent kit. You can actually dash, and the effects are really cool. You can buy those katanas. And no kit, honestly, if you're going to use any of these kits, might as well don't. I'll put it right behind Warrior because Warrior gives a slight advantage. But other than that, no kit goes right in the C tier. So this is my entire kit tier list. I have all the kits ranked here. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe. And if you have any comments or things that you want me to change, put it in the comment section and I'll take a look. Anyways, thank you for watching.